he will score runs for you because he's just so talented. He's got so much time to play fast bowling that you can't see Rishabh Pant failing at the top level. And he hasn't actually, you know, in his short career. I think he's been remarkable for India.
The swashbuckling batsman Shreyas Iyer has been in superb form in the domestic cricket season recently. And in the Mushtaq Ali T20 tournament, Shreyas scored 484 runs at an average of 60.50 and a very impressive strike rate also, 152.50. So he also hit 2 centuries during the Meet 1. This one is a 55 ball 147. Of course, it was against Sikkim. And the second was a 55 ball unbeaten 103 versus Madhya Pradesh. Shreya reckons a strong IPL showing will help him earn the national call-up.
दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के कैप्टन श्रेयस अय्यर हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं। श्रेयस, दिल्ली का पिछले 11 सीजन में कोई खास परफॉर्मेंस नहीं रहा, बहुत सारी एक्सपेक्टेशन थी, बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट की गई, अब नाम भी चेंज कर दिया है, तो इस बार किस तरह से देख रहे हैं दिल्ली का परफॉर्मेंस आईपीएल में?
देखो, अब कैप्टन के हिसाब से तो मुझे ऐसे ही लगेगा कि हमारा हर सीजन अच्छा ही जाएगा, पर इस हिसाब आज मैं जो हिसाब से अपनी टीम को देख रहा हूँ, मुझे पॉजिटिविटी दिख रहा है हर एक के चेहरे पे, और जो कॉन्फिडेंस हर एक प्लेयर कैरी करके आए उनके इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंस के साथ, वो देखकर मुझे लगता है कि हमारा सीजन बहुत ही अच्छा जाने वाला है।
श्रेयस, आपका डोमेस्टिक सीजन बहुत अच्छा रहा है, आपने अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया है, तो आईपीएल में आप कैप्टन भी हैं, तो किस तरह से प्रेशर रहेगा आपके ऊपर?
प्रेशर तो रहता ही हर एक इंडिविजुअल में, जो हिसाब से मैं अप्रोच करूंगा इस आईपीएल बहुत ही पॉजिटिव रहेगा, और मुझे बहुत ही हेल्प मिलेगा अपने कोचेस से और कंसल्टेंट जैसे सौरव गांगुली और रिकी पॉन्टिंग आए, तो वो बहुत ही अभी हम बहुत ही अच्छा जेल हो गए हैं इंडिविजुअली, टीम के साथ भी थोड़ा होना बाकी है क्योंकि सब प्लेयर्स अभी तक आए नहीं है, तो ये सब छोटे छोटे चीज जो मायने रखेंगे, और अगर हम जितना भी सिंपल रखे हर एक चीज, वो हमें मैचेस जीतने में इम्पोर्टेंट।
अच्छा, बैटिंग लाइन बहुत स्ट्रांग दिख रही है इस बार, शिखर धवन आ गए आपकी टीम में, ऋषभ पंत है और एज ए कंसल्टेंट जुड़ गए हैं सौरव गांगुली, तो आपको लगता है कि सिर्फ बैटिंग लाइन स्ट्रांग करने से आप आईपीएल जीत सकते हैं?
सिर्फ बैटिंग लाइनअप तो नहीं, बॉलिंग भी इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट होगा, क्योंकि आईपीएल में जितने भी आप देखेंगे बॉलर्स विकेट लेते हैं, वही टीम को जिताने में हेल्प करते हैं, और चेसिंग में देखा जाए तो बैटिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है और डिफेंड में बॉलिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है, और फील्डिंग भी एट द सेम टाइम, सब इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट होता है।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
And still with the Delhi Capitals CEO Dheeraj Malhotra asserted that his franchise is the most balanced side now, a blend of youth and experience, which will be looking to change its fortunes in the upcoming 12th edition of the Indian Premier League, which is scheduled to start on March 23. And with a new name and a new look, the team will be playing its first match against the Mumbai Indians at the Wankhede Stadium, March 24.
Joining me is Dheeraj Malhotra, the CEO of Delhi Capitals. Mr. Malhotra, first and foremost, Delhi Capital, a new team, new name. Do you think that's going to make a big change in the fortune of the franchisee?
Well, the heart we're still the same team. Yes, new name, new spirit. We have new management as well. So we're hoping that we can turn it around this year. Everybody believes it. We believe it. The players believe it. The management believe it. We all believe that this could be a year.
You got two of the legends of the game to come together and work for the team. What is your take on that?
We're very, very fortunate to have both of them. I mean, as players, they were brilliant. As coaches, I think they're the best cricketing mind, one of the best cricketing minds in the world. And to see the enthusiasm, I mean, they're the first ones at every training. They're there at every session. Even if one batsman goes, both of them are there. So the kind of mentoring that they're doing, the kind of motivation that they're giving to the players is just inspirational.
Also the fact that this team has some of the talented stars like Shreyas and then Prithvi Shaw, the youngsters. This time, do you think which one do you think is going to make it and shine for the team?
I think that's a tricky question, but I think if you look at it, our top four, as Ponting had pointed out before, are very heavy Indian based. You have Shikhar, you have Prithvi, you have Rishabh, and then you have Shreyas. So I think each one of them are match winner in their own way, and I think all four will come really good for us.
You also have a great bowling lineup. In fact, one of the strongest bowling lineup any franchisee has. So do you think that this is something that you guys actually work together?
Yes, we did. We tried to, as Saurabh pointed out, that it's very important to have a very strong bowling unit, because that helps in, just success really depends on the bowlers as well. And we're very fortunate that we've got a really good mix of experience as well as youngsters in the bowling department. We have Ishant who's trying to prove that he's still very good with the white ball. You have South Africans and you have people from New Zealand, and then we have a very good young Indian fast bowling unit and some very good spinners as well.
Just last question, just wanted to ask, because both these legends, they have their own style and this thing, but Ricky Ponting being the coach and Ganguly being the advisor, if there is if they do not agree to some point, who do you think whose point will prevail?
It's not happened so far. Believe me, those two have discussed. They've had lots of closed door meetings, lots of open meetings. We have a meeting every morning with the whole coaching staff, and they're in sync. They're totally in sync. We've also had Samuel Badri, who's come in as a leg spinning coach, so as a spinning coach. So it's a very good, very well gelled unit.
Last question, what is your take on this team, and how do you think realistically you place them in the points table this time?
So realistically, our target is obviously to win the tournament, but realistically we would really like to be at the playoffs and take it from there, because then after that it's everyone's game.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate Mr. Malhotra. So that was Dheeraj Malhotra, the CEO. He's saying that they will be really looking forward to making it to the playoff this season. With cameraman Anand, this is Tapas Bhattacharya, TD News, Delhi.
Well, I was wondering there whether Tapas was actually thinking that all Australians are like Greg Chappell. But I'll catch up with him and find that out. Let's move on then. A Supreme Court appointed committee of administrators has said that it is no hurry to decide on the extension of contracts for the team's coaching staff. The contracts of head coach Ravi Shastri, bowling coach Bharat Arun, the batting coach Sanjay Bangar and the fielding coach R. Sridhar were discussed at a meeting of the COA on Monday, but no decision was taken on the extension. Another issue that came up was the Supreme Court's judgment asking the BCCI to reconsider the former India fast bowler S. Sreesant's life ban in the wake of the 2013 IPL spot fixing scandal and to revisit the quantum of punishment imposed on him. The issue now will be examined by the newly appointed Ombudsman, Justice D.K. Jain. India has so far won a total of 229 medals at the Special Olympics World Games, which is being held in the UAE capital of Abu Dhabi. And India's medal tally comprises 64 gold medals, 81 silver and 84 bronze medals. The Indian paddlers have made history in table tennis by clinching 4 gold medals and 1 silver medal. While in the women's singles event, India's Anu Chenokotas win in her maiden Special Olympics World Games gold, that is, in a 16-21 years Division 3 category. Another Indian, Sabita Yadav, won a singles gold in Division 4 category, and Reshma Sheikh claimed silver following a narrow loss to Sabita in the final.
After waiting anxiously for the results to appear on the big screen, the Indian flag finally soared high in the noisy hall at the Abu Dhabi as 3 paddlers won medals in the women's singles section. After registering 3 wins out of 3, Anu Chenokota and Sabita Yadav bagged gold, while Reshma Sheikh claimed silver following a narrow loss to Sabita in the division final. Meanwhile, Sabita, who chose table tennis over badminton in 2015, defeated close friend Reshma in the final. The journey to the gold medal hasn't been an easy one for the 18-year-old. Back in Goa, she would travel nearly for 2 hours on the bus every day to reach the practice hall in Panjim, train for hours and come back home to look after her family. The everyday hustle was a hassle due to financial constraints. The Indian contingent underwent 4 preparatory camps in Gurgaon, Jodhpur, Haryana and Mumbai before competing in Abu Dhabi. These athletes trained 4 hours on a daily basis to get a grip of their game. The men's team wasn't too far away, clinching 2 gold medals on Saturday. Akash Tukaram and Sandesh Krishnan, who represented age group of 18 to 21, topped their respective divisions to add to India's tally. Mukesh Shukla's report, DD News, Abu Dhabi.
The breakthrough run at the Indian Wells has propelled India's Prajnesh Guneswaran to a career high ranking, 84, but injured Yuki Bamri on Monday dropped out of the top 200 for the first time in almost 2 years. In the recently released ATP rankings, Prajnesh had collected 61 points after reaching the 3rd round at the ATP Master Series event, where he had beaten the world number 18 Nicolas Basilashvili to register the biggest win of his career. The performance helped him zoom 13 places to his new career best ranking, and he was followed by Ramkumar Ramanathan, who dropped 3 places. Both of them will try to qualify for the singles main draw at the Miami Masters this week. And Dominic Thiem ended Roger Federer's bid for a record 6th Indian Wells title with a battling 3-set victory in the final in California. The Austrian 7th seed fought back to beat Federer 3-6, 6-3, 7-5. And the Swiss Federer is a 20-time Grand Slam champion, the greatest player of all time, converted just 2 of 11 break points and made 32 unforced errors to Thiem's 25. Well, Thiem collapsed onto his back in delight as he secured his first title at a Masters 1000 event.
Of course, I mean it's a pleasure that Roger, one of the biggest legends of all time, still playing with us. We are still able to compete against him, especially in this great finals, and it means so much to me. I lost my first 2 1000 finals, and here I won it. It's I mean almost as worthful as a Grand Slam.
Equal to a Grand Slam is what he says. Bianca Andreescu's remarkable Indian Wells run culminated with the wild card beating the 3-time Grand Slam champion Angelique Kerber to secure the title. The 18-year-old Canadian, ranked outside the top 150 at the start of the year, beat the German 6-4, 3-6, 6-4.
Will be made for one of the finalists. This stunning event. Can the 18-year-old...
Bianca Andreescu completed her emergence as the latest new star of women's tennis after a scintillating 3-set win over Angelique Kerber in the final of Indian Wells. The 18-year-old Canadian fought off exhaustion and held her nerve to triumph 6-4, 3-6, 6-4 over the 3-time Grand Slam champion, becoming the first wildcard winner of the prestigious event.
Yeah, this moment has definitely been the best so far. I remember before the match I was really nervous, but when the match started I picked it up, I let loose, and it wasn't an easy match. Angelique was getting to a lot of balls, and I'm just really grateful that I managed physically and mentally.
Andreescu's explosive attacks and unpredictable shot choices had endeared her to the Indian Wells crowd in a week in which she saw off a series of higher-ranked players, including Garbine Muguruza and Elina Svitolina. Bianca showed few early signs of nerves against Kerber, whom she broke in the opening game of the match before serving out to take the first set. 8th seed Kerber began to swing the match her way in the second set as she built on an early break, while Andreescu was seen to visibly complain to her coach about fatigue. And when Andreescu was broken by Kerber early in the deciding set, it seemed her remarkable week looked set to end in disappointment. Kerber used all her experience to fight off 3 match points, and when the German took advantage of an Andreescu mistake to break back, it seemed that the momentum had once again swung her way. Bianca responded immediately by fashioning her 4th championship point on the Kerber serve, converting it with a strong return before falling to the court in triumph. Sports Desk, DD News.
Bengaluru FC clinched their maiden Indian Super League title as Rahul Bheke found a championship-winning header in the dying minutes of the final against FC Goa on Sunday. The two teams were locked 0-0 after 90 minutes. Even the first extra time saw no goals, but Bengaluru got the better of a 10-man Goan team, 1-0, 4 minutes from the end of the second extra half. So the Blues stood firm to prevent a 10-man Goa from snatching a late equalizer and clinched their first ISL trophy. Host Qatar is receptive to the idea of expanding the 2022 World Cup to 48 teams. The FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, has said that this decision will be made in June, whether to have 32 or 48 teams for the 2022 World Cup. FIFA members have already agreed to expand the global tournament to 48 teams from 2026, that is, and the president, Infantino, wants to bring that change forward to 2022. So a final decision will not be made until the full meeting of FIFA Congress, which takes place in Paris, and that's in June. So while we are still on football, here are more stories from the world of football Here's a wrap of all the stories.
Real Madrid defender Rafael Varane is considering his future at the Santiago Bernabeu and could leave the club in search of a new challenge. The French centre-back is widely regarded as one of Europe's best defenders and has previously attracted interest from Manchester United. Varane joined Real Madrid in 2011 from French side Lille and has enjoyed great success with Los Blancos, winning the La Liga, Copa del Rey, 4 UEFA Champions League titles and the FIFA Club World Cup. Varane has previously spoken about reported interest from the Red Devils when Jose Mourinho was at the helm of the club. Chelsea have reportedly rejected Real Madrid's initial offer for Eden Hazard, with the Blues holding out a transfer fee of at least £85 million. The Spanish Giants have long admired the Belgian playmaker and are keen to add him to their attacking ranks as part of their squad overhaul this summer. Hazard's contract at Stamford Bridge ends in June 2020 and the Blues wants to renew his deal, although he has previously stated he would like to move to the Spanish Giants. Chelsea, however, have rejected their first bid and believe Real should smash their transfer record if they want to sign Hazard. Juventus forward Cristiano Ronaldo has been charged with improper conduct by the UEFA for a goal celebration in the win over Atletico Madrid in the last 16 of the Champions League. Ronaldo appeared to mimic Atletico Madrid boss Diego Simeone. Simeone was fined £17,000 after getting the same charge. If Juventus were to be without Ronaldo for the quarterfinals, it would be a huge blow, as he has proved himself as the ultimate big game player. That was evident in the way he performed against Atletico. Ronaldo scored 2 exceptional headers to give Juventus parity in the tie before he kept his nerve from the penalty spot late on to score the decisive goal. Switzerland midfielder Xherdan Shaqiri will miss the month's Euro 2020 qualifiers against Georgia and Denmark due to groin injury. The 27-year-old has scored 6 goals in 28 games for Liverpool this season, but has not featured at all since the goalless draw with Manchester United. Barcelona's Luis Suarez has suffered a sprained ankle and will be out for between 10 to 15 days while he recovers. He was taken off in the closing stages of Sunday's 4-1 win over Real Betis. The former Liverpool man has been the team's top option at striker since his arrival in 2014. He has provided a steady stream of goals ever since and once again ranks among the Catalans' top scorer this season with 21 in all competition. Even at the age of 32, Suarez remains an athletic marvel and his vision and instincts in the opponent's half are top-notch. He has a great understanding with Lionel Messi and functions well in Barcelona's possession-based system. Sports Desk, GG News.
And Liverpool returned to the top of the Premier League table, but it needed James Milner's late penalty to avoid dropping points at Fulham. And leading through Sadio Mane's 11th goal in as many games in all competitions, the visitors failed to put a limited Fulham side away, allowing the hosts back into the game. A dire defensive mix-up between defender Virgil van Dijk and the goalkeeper Alisson gifted Ryan Babel an equaliser against his former club in 74 minutes, but Fulham keeper Sergio Rico then made an equally poor blunder, dropping Mohamed Salah's curling shot and fouling Mane as the Senegal forward went for the ball. The substitute Milner calmly hit his penalty down the middle as Rico dived right, sending a relieved Liverpool back to the top for the first time since the 1st of March. Jurgen Klopp's side are now 2 points ahead of Manchester City as they have a game in hand as well. Maurizio Sarri endured a frustrating afternoon as his Chelsea side second half collapse saw them suffer a 2-0 Premier League defeat at mid-table Everton. Richarlison and Gylfi Sigurðsson, they converted after his own saved penalty, scored the goals, and Goodison Park, this is on Sunday, that halted Chelsea's recent run and weakened their bid to secure a top 4 finish. Everton have kept back-to-back home clean sheets in the Premier League for the first time since doing so against Fulham and Crystal Palace back in September and October earlier this season. Chelsea have suffered Premier League defeat at Goodison Park without scoring a goal for the first time since September 2013 when they lost 1-0 under the manager Jose Mourinho. But after an international break, Everton travelled to West Ham on the 30th of March, while Chelsea faced Cardiff City a day later. Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick and of the highest quality, and that is again as Barcelona avenged their defeat by Real Betis earlier in the season to move 10 points clear at the top of the La Liga. His first was a 20-yard free kick before the converted Luis Suarez's backheel pass with a toe-poked strike. The pick of the bunch was a clipped finish that went in off the bar. Suarez scored a fine individual effort, while Loren Moron grabbed Betis' only goal with a superb finish. Of Messi's 33 hat-tricks in La Liga, this surely ranks as one of his finest. Barcelona now have 66 points from 28 games. They are 10 ahead of Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid third with 54 points. Valtteri Bottas has started behind world champion Lewis Hamilton on the grid, of course, but the teammate roared off the start and dominated the season-opening Australian Grand Prix this was in Melbourne. Bottas claimed his first victory since November 2017, upstaging his teammate and five-time world champion Lewis Hamilton on Sunday's Formula One season opener. The 29-year-old Bottas was fifth in the championship last year after failing to win a race, but he drove with precision and determination to score his fourth Grand Prix victory and his first since Abu Dhabi in 2017. Red Bull's Max Verstappen was third to snatch his first Albert Park podium. Remarkably, Ferrari, the pace setters at the recent testing in Spain, missed the podium. The four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel finished a distant fourth, and the new Ferrari teammate Charles Leclerc was fifth. That's all we have in this edition of the Sports News. Thanks for watching. Namaskar and goodbye.
दूरदर्शन, एक चैनल, एक भरोसा, एक उम्मीद। 15 सितंबर 1959 से शुरू हुए दूरदर्शन के इस सफर ने डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पर दर्शकों को बेहतर क्वालिटी देने की ओर कदम बढ़ा दिए हैं। अब आप अपने मोबाइल, टैबलेट, कंप्यूटर, कार और टीवी सेट्स पर DVB T2 स्टैंडर्ड के माध्यम से दूरदर्शन के चैनलों का लुत्फ डिजिटल क्वालिटी में ले सकते हैं। एनालॉग से डिजिटल हो रहे जमाने में दूरदर्शन बेहतर गुणवत्ता वाली तकनीक DVB T2 का इस्तेमाल कर रहा है। इसका मुख्य मकसद बेहतर ऑडियो वीडियो क्वालिटी दर्शकों तक पहुंचाना है। DVB T2 के जरिए इस समय दूरदर्शन के 5 चैनलों का प्रसारण किया जा रहा है, जिसमें DD नेशनल, DD न्यूज, DD भारती, DD स्पोर्ट्स और DD किसान या क्षेत्रीय चैनल शामिल हैं। स्मार्टफोन और टैबलेट की बढ़ती लोकप्रियता के बीच एक्सटर्नल डोंगल DG दर्शन के माध्यम से आप इन चैनलों का मजा अपने मोबाइल या टैबलेट पर ले सकते हैं। अगर आप कार में सफर कर रहे हैं और चाहते हैं कि यात्रा के दौरान भी दूरदर्शन के कार्यक्रम मिस न हो, तो एक्टिव एंटीना और सूटेबल रिसीवर के माध्यम से गाड़ी में भी देख सकते हैं मनपसंद चैनल। DVB T2 वाईफाई रूटर के सहारे भी ये चैनल्स देखे जा सकते हैं। अच्छी बात यह है कि इसमें कोई इंटरनेट डेटा खर्च नहीं होता, यानी एक बार डोंगल या